little warm out here. It goes from freezing to warm.
I know. It was so cold for part of the night. It's not like all of me was cold. I just would have like a back of my arm would be cold, or like my nose would get really cold. So, or my back would get cold, and then I would snuggle into you, and then I apparently would hog the whole bed. So.
Yeah, it was around the edge.
And you felt very warm, as usual. Into four-wheel drive.
Nice little range here.
And then I tried to lay on my stomach, because that's always my go-to for falling asleep. But then I couldn't get my arm warm, because my arm was up under my pillow. And my arm was hanging out. Problems. When I came back from going to the bathroom, first time I just wrapped myself in the quilt and then crawled in the bed. And that seemed to help. It's like I just
to taking pictures last night. I'm like, oh, I don't know where my phone is.
Oh.
And then it's also cold out.
Yeah, that's true. It was cold out. Yeah. I can see my breath. Oh yeah, this is pretty rough. Well, there's ways around it though.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Now that we're over the big rock, or up on it, I'll start recording. You can see the pretty sky, the pretty rocks.
Yep, and there was a big rock we went over.
Most of it's just been like this, just rocky, with really pretty scenery. Lots of pretty flowers. And the Uncompahgre River right below us. Man, this is a disaster down here. Like, trees came down, avalanche. Oh, I would guess that's an avalanche. Yeah. Big trees. That is going to be super off camber. Are you going to go all the way left?
I'm going to go left, I think.
Okay.
Try climbing it.
Okay.
First gear.
Yeah.
I think I'll be.
Yeah, you're good. You're right on the edge of it here. We're going to tip a little bit. You're basically on top of it. You would not want to go all the way on the right there. That would be really tippy.
Well, people have been doing it.
Obviously, there's tracks, but not my idea of fun. Maybe some people like the tippy.
Geez, where'd the road go?
I think it goes off to the right.
It's a little campsite. We're camping up out here again.
Yeah. There you go.
What are we at?
We're 10,300. Actually, lower than we were last night.
So we have 3,000 more feet to go.
2,500. Yep. This is like crazy rocks.
Yeah.
Just like climbing up a little tiny staircase. just took a little detour off the main road. Oh, I think the main road would have taken us here.
Right there.
That is the main road.
It's like a boiler there.
But we found a little shack. There's just mining stuff everywhere. Just constant. Tailings piles, metal, wood, holes in the cliffside, and then old buildings that people have shot at.
You can stay the night there. Look at that. It's got a bench in there.
It does. All right, alternate campsite. Noted. The road's getting a little easier, but we're coming up on the part where there's a whole bunch of roads that go in 1,000 different directions, so hoping we're not getting lost.
Still doing 5 miles an hour. Well, that's faster. We're doing
that's pretty good.
2 or 3 before.
Right.
Yeah, you could have just walked behind me and recorded the whole thing.
I could have. I'd be a breathless, hot, sweaty mess too. And I think this looks like bear country. But as usual, I think I probably won't see one, but I'm always looking just in case. Record our signs. Oh, we have signs coming back down. Not signs going our way.
There's one right there.
Oh, there's one.
Tundra.
Okay.
High clearance 4-wheel drive recommended beyond this point. Well, they didn't tell us that at the other end, did they?
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Camping day limit, 14 days.
Oh, look at that. We could stay here the rest of our vacation.
Alpine tundra. You are in a fragile ecosystem. Once damaged, the alpine blah blah blah. Stay on the trail.
Requires centuries for restoration. Stay on the trail. I think this is actually like protected wilderness up here. So not even just like national forest. Now. I think this is wilderness area on a couple of the sides. Whoa, that goes right up and over. Nothing crazy, just can't see the road.
You just make sure there's no drop-offs.
Yeah. Looks like on my side you're fine.
So if we ever think we're getting close, we can make up camp and go into town.
Oh, it's true. We have hit the tree line here. We're about out of trees. We're in this alpine tundra wilderness. What they call it? Yeah, alpine tundra. Yeah. Yeah, look at that mining town.
Oh, take another picture.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind. Because you just don't see sheepies every day. Unless you live in Colorado. Then you
just up at 10 or 11,000, almost 12,000 feet.
Almost 12,000 feet, yeah. We go high for the summer. That's what the sheep herders do. I wonder if they're in a traditional sheep herding wagon somewhere.
That's a lot of sheep.
It is a lot of sheep.
You want to go out and pet them?
No, sheep are really dumb. I like sheepies, but they're kind of dumb. Well, watch out, little sheep. Yeah, my dad used to haul sheep for the Perulis brothers, and they were these tiny little Greek guys that were maybe second generation Greek. Oh yeah, we used to run them back and forth. That was my favorite thing to do with my dad, was go up in the mountains with sheep, even though sheep are dumb. But we got to spend the night and we got to like go on crazy roads, so it was always pretty cool. And then you got to see the sheep herders and their little sheep herder wagons, and I always liked that. Yes, here.
Another mine there.
Oh yeah, sure is. Tailings and yeah, that's way up
definitely
there.
tell them all over the place.
Yeah, so many mines.
They stick out.
I guess the reward for getting up here was hopefully you got gold. Mike has driven us to the edge of nowhere. No idea where we are. There's no more road.
Oh, there's a mine over to the right.
Mine to the right. There's a sheer drop off on either side. And there's a snowfield below us. Look at that.
Yeah, you want to go play in the snow?
Not really, that looks really steep. This looks like we're driving up to the top of the world. Because pretty much we are. Alright. Engineer Pass above us. We are driving to an old mine shaft, we believe.
Oh, I think it's been blocked off.
It does appear to be blocked off.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was, though. There's mining debris everywhere up here. What is that? Oh, it's an old, like, rock house. Rock structure somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a tent over there. Must be a sheep herder's tent. There's a tent on a platform. You'll see it when I come around the corner. That's a cool old ruin. Yeah.
It's like a permanent tent.
Yeah, like a tent on a platform.
Yeah.
It's probably the sheep herder.
Well, there's no sheep on this side.
I know, but he probably
Probably move around.
moves around. So he has like a few shelters he uses or whatever. Or who knows? Maybe it's a geologist or a research station or who knows. Mine debris everywhere.
Environmentalist.
Yeah, it could be.
There is another tailing thing here. Oh, it actually could be a miner.
Oh.
Got green like a hose going up the hill
Yeah,
there.
it could be a miner. Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Why not open the mine back up?
Yeah, well, if you own a claim, you can come out here and mine. All the mine debris. Yeah, that's just a beautiful valley. Very scenic. Two little streams coming down and joining together. Where are my bears frolicking? I demand nature. Come on. Yeah, this side hasn't been so ruined by mining. There must not be as much gold over here. Because this seems like it would be a little easier to get to. Outside of Lake City, and it's not looking good for camping. Every site along here has been taken, so no idea where we're sleeping tonight, but we're driving down this pretty canyon and then we'll see what happens.